Hey, Mark, Devin Allen, clearly. Big game, two huge plays. Last year, real limited injury coming off that, did a lot of blocking, played in a lot of games. This was really his first huge plays he's made since 14. Was he ready for that kind of breakout, or was that a more of a matchup deal where you thought, hey, we can get this guy open?
Probably a combination of both. He's practiced really well. I think he's getting into the rhythm of football again, and I mean that was a phenomenal play. The third down conversion, I can't even remember what it was, 3rd and 100, but a fantastic play. And Devin does so much in the run game too that is kind of unsung. A very passionate guy, team oriented guy, and we love him. Good night.
Right here in the middle.
Hey, Warren.
Sorry.
Don't you have somewhere to be?
We talked about this last week, improvement from game 1 to game 2. Can you maybe quantify or qualify how much improvement was made between last week and this week?
28%. No, there was a lot of improvement by individuals, a lot less kind of issues in the offensive line from a communication standpoint. I thought for the most part against a kind of a vaunted defense, they identified things well. But again, too many silly penalties, too many things that we can control, and so that's kind of the double-edged sword of that. It's great to win, it's great to do a lot of really good things, and then it's just frustrating when the easy stuff is kind of stubbing our toe.
On that first play of the 99-yard drive where Dakota goes right and then he ends up pitching it to Dwayne, was that supposed to go like that, or was that him kind of freelancing there? And then also just is got kind of the best you've seen Dakota kind of leading that 99-yard drive, just kind of the poise and command he showed there?
He obviously did a great job on that drive, along with many others. Going to the first part of your question, that's the kind of the extended version of the read option, which we've run quite a bit, and it got strung out and became a late pitch. And Dwayne did a great job. Or was that Darren? Was that Darren? I think it was Darren. Was it Dwayne? Did a great job staying in pitch phase. And as it bounced back. But that was a big drive, and that was, again, where we'd love for that to cascade into just seizing the game and finishing it.
Right down the line, Chantel.
Brady wasn't very happy with the run defense, and granted there were some penalties that he pointed out. But other than that, where do you think the team needs to make the most strides with its run defense before Nebraska?
Well, pad level and fits. We had a few more missed tackles tonight, just by my naked eye evaluation. We'll get to that, when we watch the film. But played high at times, fit right down the middle of guys, which isn't what we want to do in this defense. And plays got outside. I think one of our guys tripped our other guy on that kind of, I can't remember how that 4-yard run or 3-4-yard run, lost contain. And so that all those things again are just they're simple, but they're frustrating.
Anything else?
Mark, is that defense, or how would you characterize that? Is that a real concern right now? We kind of knew it'd be a work in progress, but you are 2-0, but the defense giving up some stuff in these two games.
Yeah, there are so many things offensively, defensively, and special teams that we have to work on. It's definitely not a one unit, we're really concerned about. Everybody has a bunch of improvements, starting with me and on down the line.
You mentioned Royce's first half. What did you think about his second half and his 85-yard run, and him in terms of moving up the ranks and in the history of Oregon running backs?
Well, Royce is just awesome. I mean, for those of you guys around him a lot, just what a special guy he is, and so the success he has and the production that results from his work and natural talent is obviously great for us and great. He's a great college football player and a better person.
We talked a lot about game 1 to game 2 improvements. Is this kind of what you envision Prokop would look like once he gets kind of used to what you want out of the offense and his role and how he fits?
If the final score would have been, what was the halftime score? 30-6. If it would have been 60-12, Yes, just in terms of finishing better, and that again, that's not a one person operation either. But that's our team just realizing when to just seize it and end the deal. We need to do that across the board, and so that doesn't start or end with him necessarily. He just needs to be a part of it.
Back to Warren. Coach Neal's back here. Coach Neal's back there.
Schouler is reminiscent of John Boyett. At least he looks that way from my point of view, a little bit at the safety position. Maybe talk a little bit about his improvement and how well he's playing that position coming in. And he laid wood on a couple players and seemed like he was always in the right position.
Yeah, he can really run. I mean, he's faster, taller. Hopefully, in the long term can be as productive on the field. Has much longer hair than Boyett did, but he's another guy. Very similar to Troy Dye in the first game. Is just a guy, that's how he practices every single day, and he's one of those guys you have to kind of tone down, which is a good problem. And so his best football's ahead of him, and again, a guy that has a very bright future.